Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a little discussion and review of the new Winx Club reboot that just came out. Winx Club The Magic is Back is out, and it came out October 2nd, and I watched the whole thing within a week, and oh my god, it was incredible. I am so glad I waited for it to fully come out and not be spoiled by it. It's not overall, well, incredible is a strong word. No. Anyways, we're gonna get into it. If you like these reviews, please leave a like and subscribe and stay tuned for more. So, Winx Club released their first half of season 1 of the reboot, Winx Club The Magic is Back. And this was a 13 episode half season at like 25 minutes each, including credits, which is pretty impressive. I thought I heard somewhere it was gonna be like 52 11-minute episodes, but I guess that's not the case. I love that we're still going for the 22-minute-ish episode. I love that. I love that about Winx. It's easy to watch and not too short, but not too long. This is kind of gonna be a all over the place discussion. I want to do a huge deep dive later on, but just be prepared that this is gonna be kind of all over the place. First of all, spoiler warning. There will be complete spoilers. So if you have not watched it and do not want to be spoiled, don't watch this video. So first, the plot. The plot is very similar to that of the original with some moderate changes. So the series starts off with Bloom. Bloom is a normal girl from Earth who on her 16th birthday discovers she has magical powers. Later that day, she goes to the park and meets Flora and Stella, two fairies, and they're fighting a giant ogre. She tries to defend them and ends up getting caught in the fight, and when the ogre goes to attack her, she ends up defending herself with her own magic. She goes off to Althea with those two fairies and meets 3 other roommates, Musa, Tekna, and Aisha. She also meets the professors, and she discovers that she is a fairy and needs to figure herself out and her magic. On her quest at Althea just to discover herself and learn about her powers, there are 3 evil witches called the Tricks. They are Icy, Darcy, and Stormy, and they know that there is something very powerful about Bloom, but they're not quite sure what. So their goal is to get whatever magic she is holding. Since this is more chill, I'm just kind of gonna talk briefly about the things I really liked, things I disliked, and sort of the things as a whole. First things first, Cloud Tower was destroyed. Oh my gosh, I was not sure what to expect from the trailer seeing Icy and the witches at Althea. But the whole premise that Cloud Tower was destroyed 16 years ago in the fight with the Company of Light, which was mentioned by name, is shocking to me. Did Domino get destroyed at all? What is the tea with that? I'm not sure. But I thought it was very clever. It was kind of giving Fate in the sense that the witches and fairies were together. In Fate, it was weird because like all the witches were considered fairies, right? Because Beatrix was like an air fairy, right? I don't know. But I thought that was kind of cool and made sense. It also made for a cool ceremony that was kind of giving Harry Potter Sorting Hat situation where they're trying to see if they were a witch or a fairy. I thought that was really cool, especially playing into the plotline that Bloom could be a witch. Second of all, I thought the whole thing where the Tricks were trying to make Bloom think she's a witch was so well done. I mean, they basically gave Bloom a little symbol reminiscent of Valtor's mark, but the Tricks' symbol, and making that make her magic go out of control. That was so cool. And then when Icy took it off at the end of episode 2, iconic. And I love how we got both that plus Dark Bloom later on, which we'll get into. The next thing, this is random. I loved the Bloom and Brandon moment. Yes, Brandon. I loved that dynamic of like, I'm her best friend, I'm her love interest, like, let's hang out, let's try to figure this situation out, this random date. It was just so cool. And it's like Stella and Brandon were not together yet, but they sort of just have that like pre-honeymoon phase love that's like, just, it's the perfect opportunity for Bloom and Brandon to be hanging out and spying on Stella on this date. And the fact that she went on this date again was so cool, faithful to the original, I thought. And I thought it was so funny when Brandon was like, I'm flattered, and she's like, I'm not asking you out. The Winx and the other specialists don't really interact, which is like understandable, but also can kind of be awkward when it's like that boy only exists for her, like, you know what I mean? So to make that feel fluid and real, especially before any of them are really together, is cool. Speaking of chemistry and stuff, I don't even think Tekna and Timmy have anything, do they yet? I really can't remember. This is a given, the transformations. Every single one of them, every single sequence, every single thing, I ate it up each and every time. Oh my god. We didn't get power lines, which is fine. I'm fine without the power lines. You know, it was kind of refreshing to not get that in Cosmics. Even here in the reboot, I was like, okay, I see. We don't need it. It works perfectly fine. I loved when they did the Magic Winx pose. I don't think that it tops season 5 or season 7's little Magic Winx sequences because, I mean, season 5, episode 3, I mean, all of them, that was probably one of the best ones. Plus, anyone in season 7 where it was like a fluid shot or like motion blur with someone in the foreground, like, so good. Or the specials, obviously, those were so good. But I loved that they still did it. And just the transformations in general, I loved it. I loved how in a couple episodes, I think they used the verse of the song. I love when they mix it up. That sort of stuff is my hyperfixation with this show. And so I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. But I love how in that behind the scenes video, they said, we pulled some moments from some of our most fan favorite transformations, and they show a clip of like Enchantix and Crystal Sirenix. I was like, one of these things is not like the others. And I'm a season 8 stan to the death, but Crystal Sirenix is not a fan favorite, I wouldn't say. I like it. It depends on your definition of fan, but I do still eat up Crystal Sirenix. Like, it is so good. But I thought that was kind of a funny choice for that video. Next up, the tricks. Everything about them. The second I saw Icy in that trailer, I knew it was over for me. I was shook to my core. They look so good. Their casual outfits ate, their witch outfits ate, they ate. Their hair, their makeup, their eyes, their design. The tricks are hard to do wrong. They are so hard to mess up because, I mean, even season 8, they came back in the same classic outfits. They were arguably the best looking in that art style of like anyone ever. I think it was just the eyes and their classic makeup made them look like they were who they were. But regardless about the reboot, I loved it. I feel like giving them their classic witch outfits is exactly what they needed to do and exactly what made it go so hard. I mean, even the little changes they did, I mean, the little cutouts on the side, like the beads and stuff, although I don't like Icy's as much. I love Stormy's and Darcy's, like the metal gold, but I mean, I still do get behind it. I mean, she's Icy. And did she have a cape? I can't recall, but I think she must have had a cape as well, right? Keeping the tricks the same, so good. Blue, purple, pink, magenta-ish, whatever, is such a good color combination, and they're just such an iconic trio. I think that I just really loved seeing them in this reboot. I mean, you can bring in Vexius, you can bring in Damien, and you can bring in whatever, but I mean, the tricks need to be here, because they are what makes Winx Winx in some ways. And her iconic ponytail, like, come on. Speaking of outfits and stuff, I love how they changed Stella's top to that classic green top because I never grew up with that personally. I really honestly started with the Nick specials and I never got to see Stella in that iconic green top, but now I do and I love it. I think that, you know, they had to put something under it, whatever, it works. I also love that they have Bloom's iconic hair, the bangs placed the same way. Love that. They've got classic Musa's hair with the pigtails. It looks great, and Flora's iconic bangs too. They are who they are, because they are who they are. Now, let's get into something a little interesting. Flora and Damien. You guys, someone said that I would like Flora in this reboot, and you were not wrong. I loved Flora in this reboot so far. I mean, we're only 13 episodes in. It's the mid-season finale. We still have a lot to go, but I love her. I am loving her almost more than ever. I know that's a stretch, but I mean, World of Winx Flora, flop. What did she do but make tea? She had literally the worst nemesis story ever. I mean, her whole situation was saved by a random Pretty Cure anime moment. No, life is stronger than anything else. You can't destroy it. Boom, she saves Matt and destroys her nemesis. But I bring up World of Winx Flora because, like, even season 8, especially season 7 Flora. Like, season 7 Flora is the worst. She is the worst. I think Flora was so good in the first couple seasons of the main show, but then, like, she genuinely had no plot. I've mentioned my dislike for Flora a lot, but I think it really boils down to she's a grounded character, yes, but she's too grounded. She is too grounded, and it is just beyond a certain point. She's got like a perfect relationship. She's got a perfect family. She's got a sister, a mom, a dad. She's not a princess, so she's like, you know, fits in. She doesn't have purple, pink, or blue hair. She's just like, she is who she is. She's got nature powers. She's kind of basic. I'm sorry. But like, she has no sort of like fire or passion or crazy past that makes her act the way she acts. It's just, she's a little too safe. And so especially when we get to season 7, where it's even more childish, she just really falls flat and actually comes off kind of arrogant and rude sometimes. It's so hard for me to explain this, but I just love Flora and Damien. I mean, Flora seems inquisitive. She doesn't seem too basic and laid back. She seems involved in the plot, but she's sort of having this sort of love-hate relationship with Damien. And I think it's the fact that Damien is pretty dynamic and a complex character himself that helps this. Whereas with Helia, it's like he's this perfect guy and he's, you know, gentle and nice and anything other than Riven. Like, he's loyal, he's sweet, like sincere, and so is Flora. So it's like a perfect pairing. But with Damien, it's like this crazy love story where, I mean, Damien is Bloom's twin brother. We find that out, spoiler. And she's just sort of like attracted to him for some sort of like unseen reason. But I love Flora and Damien, and I love Flora in this reboot. She's kind of clocking tea. She's kind of like clocking Stella, like when they're cleaning the statue, she's kind of clocking her tea. She's being very supportive, all of the things. Also, I loved Gardenia High School. I mean, don't even get me started. I mean, we finally got to see Bloom's Gardenia High School in the canon Winx universe. Someone told me on my Discord that a bunch of the background characters in Bloom's Gardenia High School are background characters from Mermaid Magic's high school, which is a perfect use of resources and assets, but freaking hilarious. I mean, I would have never noticed until someone pointed that out, and honestly, I support it. I mean, thank you for filling in the blank. I mean, sometimes Althea looks so empty, and you're like, where are all the students? I thought that was funny. I didn't think it was like a poor choice or like whatever. I'm glad they did that, but that is kind of a funny Easter egg to look out for. And the high school looked good. One of the Comic-Con leaks I really liked, but this final version I think is pretty good. And we got to see Mitzi. She got her glasses, she's got her black hair, she's got her green eyes, she's got her outfit on, she has little bows that kind of remind me of her scooter. The only thing I don't like is her eyes. I liked that very first look at Mitzi where she had sort of bigger pupils, but also more human-like eyes. These eyes are giving Farragonda from Mystery of the Abyss. They're giving like a dead fish. They're giving scary, like cheap contact lens from Party City Halloween, Spirit Halloween. Like it's scary. But the fact that we did get Mitzi, iconic. The iconic 2025 tie-in to social media. I deserve an apology on social media, but no one follows me on social media. Like, love it. And last but not least, Dark Bloom. Oh my god. The blue highlights I felt indifferent about. At first, maybe I even was leaning towards, looks kind of tacky, but I love it. Blue and orange is such an iconic color pairing. And she's in blue all the time. That's her color. But I guess maybe I thought like the blue hair itself was not a good choice, but I actually do like it now. I genuinely like it, and it goes with her outfit. The whole Dark Bloom outfit actually ate. I mean, the skirt, the little fishnets, the boots, the leather jacket, like the hair was a little frizzy and teased. Like, I loved that. And I was not ready for a Dark Bloom transformation sequence. That's what I was not prepared for. I really thought that like, oh, they're just gonna like have her transform and she's gonna be Dark Bloom. No, they gave her a sequence. And can we talk about the song? Because they did not have to eat that hard. First of all, the sequence. I loved that they changed it. I loved that they gave her an evil expression in it. I loved that they changed the effects to like dark fire. I loved that they changed her actual clothes to be the dark bloom clothes. I loved it so much. But the song, T-R-I-X, step into the dark. Like, what? That ate so hard. And if you really listen to it, it's a theme song for the Tricks. It's not a Dark Bloom theme song at all. And they played this song at one other point during the date that Stella goes on when the Tricks finally arrive. They play that song. I love that song so much. I think it has to be a transformation song for the Tricks at some point. It has to be. If you watched my one video, 10 things I want to see on the Winx Club reboot, you can go check that out after. I mentioned that I would love to see a basic witch outfit transformation for the Tricks, and we did not get that yet. They do obviously change from casual to their witch outfits, but we never got a sequence, and I would love to see that, especially with this song. It needs to happen. It needs to happen. Now, let's get into some things that I did not like, because I am not trying to sugarcoat this too much. I did like it a lot, but there are definitely some things I did not enjoy. Number one, the pacing. Girl, why is everything happening so fast? I mean, in the first 4 minutes, we meet Bloom, we meet her parents, we meet Stella and Flora, 2 other fairies. We learn the main mission, we learn that Bloom's got magic powers, we learn about the magic dimension, we learn about Althea, and we meet Aisha, Musa, and Tekna already, and the professors. What? Everything happens so fast. Even just day-to-day episodes, I mean, we meet the Tricks, we go to the stalls, we go to the changelings, like, that was fine. Everything happens so fast. And I mean, once we get to sort of like the falling action of this first half of the season, it's crazy how quickly it goes. We learn about Bloom and Damien and Domino and Lake Rock Luce, like the Light Rock Fortress, but it's just so fast. And it's just like, oh my gosh, I gotta like rewatch it to even learn what I learned the first time. Episode 2, halfway through, Bloom goes back home on her first like main character, like, I don't belong here sort of moment. In the first 30 minutes of the whole content of the show. Like, that's actually crazy. And we're getting flashbacks at that moment. Flashbacks of the first episode. Like, what? It's just so fast to me. Number 2, I would say, is the physics. Some of the physics in the animation is not well done. The way they fall, the way they land, the way some of the effects are happening, like, it's just so rough in a way. It's like, girl, I know this is another planet, but like, damn, like, the gravity is crazy. Now, for the specialists, I actually like the specialists. I actually like them. I like their designs. I think they are kind of yassified, especially Brandon. What I don't like is Timmy. Timmy, for some reason, just does not look right. I think it's his glasses, maybe. Why did they give him round glasses? He just does not look like Timmy. In the trailer, I think the picture we saw, he seemed to have more brownish hair. He seems to have more reddish hair in the actual show, but I didn't like that at first. He just doesn't look like Timmy. I don't know what it is. It's like the lips and the mouth, like the face, like the eyes, ears, mouth, nose, head, shoulders, knees, toes. Like, I don't know what's happening. But I really do actually enjoy the other specialists. I like Sky's haircut, actually. I think it's a good balance between his long hair and then his shortish hair where Musa was like, hats are in this year. But no, he looks good. I always loved the long hair on him. But I think it's a great modern approach to what a 16-year-old, 17-year-old guy with long blonde hair would look like. I also don't like that there are no male fairies just as background characters just existing. That was something I wanted to see and something I thought we potentially had hope of. I did have low hopes for that, but we got one other male witch appearance, as far as I know. When Damien, one of the only male students, was approaching the sorting hat situation with Griffin and Farragonda, they were like, well, we see a lot of potential and light in his heart. He could be a fairy, but even the slightest presence of darkness tips the balance in Griffin's favor, so he's a warlock. Not a wizard, a warlock. A male witch, I guess? But he could have been a fairy. Like, he very well could have been right then, right there. And I love that. Also, again, like I've said, if Robin is a female specialist, there's no reason there cannot be a male fairy. No reason. And last but not least, AI. I'm not going to spread any rumors that this whole thing was made by AI and was voided of passion. Like, I'm not gonna say that. I think that from what we've seen, there are some moments where clearly AI was experimented with here and there. The Target ad, the Target's inserts for each product listing for each of the dolls, like I've said in my previous vlog, if you guys want to check that out. And some have argued that one of the Winx songs, I believe the guitar song in the camping episode, involved AI. Winx Universe, is that what it's called? But again, just a rumor. And in addition, I don't think Winx created this Target ad with Stella and the doll. Like, I don't think they did that. I've heard that that was Target. And you know, these are such big companies. Like, people hire like PR teams and social media teams, and sometimes they do stuff with AI that like really shouldn't be approved, and it's a whole thing. It's not really like Eugenio sitting there like evilly, like, I'll just do this. Like, no, I think what has left a little bit of a stinging feeling is like, okay, last year, Mermaid Magic, when that was coming out in the fall, you guys made AI models of Narissa, Sasha, and Merlinda narrating their own character introductions for YouTube Shorts. Why would you not just have the voice cast narrate that? I think we actually saw a real short that was exclusive for social media that Tekna's voice actress did actually narrate. So cool. By the way, apparently they were at New York Comic-Con, which I did not go to this year. I was thinking about it, but I just didn't end up going. But apparently the voices of all the Winx, I think except Bloom, were there. Oh, if I could have gone, that would have been so cool. And also, the voice of Aisha commented on my Aisha transformation reaction. Oh my god, if you're watching this, oh my god. That is like such an honor. Thank you so much. I like didn't know what to say, but oh my god, I appreciate it. And I'm so glad that you enjoyed my reaction, because I really love the transformations, this whole reboot. So I think that that just leaves a bit of a stinging feeling, but overall, I am not going to just be like, oh, this is AI. It's stupid. I like this show. I like this reboot. I genuinely do enjoy it. Now let's just get into some overalls. Overall, the music, oh my god, so good. Particularly Forever Winx, the transformation song, From Now On, the credit song, and Step Into the Dark. Oh my god, probably my 3 favorite songs. I'm not sure about the order, they're all so good. Oh my god, you guys. The music ate so hard. That credit song, seeing the credits was so emotional. Something about Winx Club credits was just so emotional. Seeing the 3D character and then the 2D version of her, oh my god. It's so emotional. It's so good. Winx music is so good. Also, just hearing Elisa's voice in modern 2025 as if, you know, it was 2012, like, is crazy to me. Just like hearing her oh my god. I'm so glad they brought her back. So glad. I can't believe she wasn't even in season 8. Besides Enchantix and Sirenix, obviously. So the music overall, so good. So good. I could do a whole deep dive. If there was no copyright, I would definitely just sit here and stream it. Maybe I could do that on stream. We'll have to see. But so good. And I need a Trix transformation sequence with that song. I need it. The intro song, oh my god, I'm so glad that they re-recorded that. Like, having that is iconic. Open your eyes, open your mind, we are the Winx. Like, get into it. Under the Sign of Winx. That intro song, Under the Sign of Winx, is not my personal favorite. I never grew up with it. I don't think many people did, but regardless, it's just not my favorite. I think that it was iconic as heck. The fact that they re-recorded it and used the same season 2 lyrics, like, so good. And there's something nostalgic about having someone who has a bit of an Italian accent sing it. Like, it's just so like close to home, and you just, oh, I just love it so much. So that was not one of my favorite songs, but I loved that they did it. I love that they did it. Second, obviously, the transformations. I've reacted to all 6 of them, and you can check those videos out too, down below or in the card. And literally, they were so good. I'd eat those up every time. I thought they were so dynamic. The cinematography, the special effects, the thought, attention, and detail put into each and every one of them. And Musa's outfit has grown on me a bit. I love the braids now. I really love the braids. I thought, like, if she kept the same hair, it would have been cool. I think I just love the look of her dress with the braid pigtails. So cute. And I mean Bloom's. And Bloom's finale form, what was that golden She-Ra situation at the end there? I liked that, but it was like they didn't explain it at all. Is this an upgraded power? Is this a Bloom exclusive thing? Is this Charmix? Is she getting her Chanilla like in Lolly Rock? Like, what? actually the heck is happening? I liked it. I think that obviously, like, we are gonna get more episodes, so hopefully they explain that. But, like, it sort of just happened like nothing, and then her powers were relatively the same. I actually can't remember how this ended. Wait, no, kind of. He was like kind of defeated, right? Vexius and Damien too. Let me talk about them. I liked them. I think that I liked the change in the main plot, the fact that Bloom is now a twin, and the Dragon Flame was bestowed upon her and her twin Damien. I think that goes into some further lore with Daphne, like, okay, are they all related now? Like, what is going on? I thought that was so interesting and makes sense why he has the Dragon Flame and why Vexius was able to get it. And I think they explained a bit more of the Dragon Flame lore too. I think they said something like it can be given but never taken and only given with permission. I don't know, but I liked that, and it made it very like, oh, okay, so Vexius has it because Damien also has it. Okay. And Vexius. I liked Vexius, a good first villain. He kind of gave me vibes, of course, of Valtor, the Shadow Phoenix, and maybe some wizard action here and there. You know, classic Winx male villain, like dominating, like trying to take control over every situation, telling the tricks what to do. We've seen this here and there, time and time again. I thought it was very interesting that the first time he sort of really got involved in the plot was the Musa-centric episode with the concert. Loved that. And he was like supposed to be like the music producer or whatever. Like, okay, that was cool. And it kind of made Musa really important there in that episode too. So I really liked that. But I almost don't have too many thoughts about him. Like, he just is who he is. I think after another round of episodes, I might know a bit more. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm thinking there. Anyways, in conclusion, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe and comment down below your thoughts on the reboot. Coming up, I am hopefully going to publish a season 7 lore video soon, hopefully by Thanksgiving, if that's even possible. But I have it in the works, and guys, I want you to see it so bad, but I need to cook. Guys, I need to cook. Let me cook. Also, I want to make a full lore deep dive of the reboot so far too. I hope that I can do that maybe over winter break this coming end of semester. We'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed my brief thoughts on this here. I cannot promise that I'm going to be streaming regularly, but you can go follow me on my Twitch as well as my Instagram for any more updates, as well as join the Discord. I am very active on there. Probably most social media of all. So if you want any updates or want to talk to me, hit us up on the Discord, a link below. You can also be sure to check out some of my other videos on the reboot. I have a whole playlist of about 20 videos, so feel free to check that out. And yeah, hopefully I can get some more of the Winx dolls soon. Hopefully the non-princess trio, that's who I need. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. You will see my name on my food in the fridge. Bye.